Nice to meet you. I'm Trammell with Obviously Nashville Catastrophe Services, the video you're watching training for. I've been here since about 2018. I started off as a door knocker over at our CardCat office in Edwardsville, Illinois, and then have moved since to Tennessee, Murfreesboro to be specific, to become a full-time project manager here. Now, today I'm going to run over some things that are highlighting my experience as a door knocker, what I learned, the do's and don'ts, and how you can have a good time too. The number one most important thing about knocking doors is eye contact. You have to look at your clients in the eye to let them know you trust them and that they can trust you. Obviously, this is a little creepy that I'm just staring at you to this degree. Know when to look away and make it seem natural, and don't just stare the person down, because that can be intimidating. But just make sure that you're unsheathed as a person and have no holds barred as far as your honesty goes. That's the number one thing you want to do knocking doors. Focus on a lot when I'm approaching doors is knowing my in. So say for example, we're driving around the neighborhood and sniping for 3-tab missing shingles. That's a heavy in that we use a lot of times. Know your difference between shingles. Architectural shingles are not something we normally knock unless they have a significant amount of damage. For example, fascia will be something that you're looking for popped off. Anything that includes structural damage of the home that you can converse with the homeowner about to make them run over the questions of, do my neighbors notice this? Am I standing out on the block? And some United States citizens are concerned about that sort of thing. If their home looks worse than, say, Bill's house down the street, they're going to be concerned about what their wife thinks. It's a status symbol, and we do play off that a little bit, but obviously, we're not about materialism here, but it is a good selling point to know and maintain confidence about while approaching homeowners in their neighborhood is your product. For their incentive program, we've mostly been selling Atlas Pinnacle Pristine shingles. These are wind rated for about 130 miles per hour, which is really important when tropical storms are rolling up from Florida and stuff like that. Let's take a look at these. As you can see, they come in a variety of colors, which provides homeowners with an incentive to get a roof replacement. People are very aesthetic in their needs, and the prettier a home looks on your block, the more proud you are on a regular basis of it. That's not the timbre for everybody that owns a home, but for the general U.S. populace, as a door knocker, I have found that to be the case, that the aestheticism of their home is something to really play on. Would you like a roof inspection today? Say, why don't you let us give you a roof inspection? And then they have to provide you with a reason that they would want one. Otherwise, they're just speaking grammatically incorrect. Now, there's individuals out there who do that, but anything to leave their inclinations less toward not responding to you. That way, their objections can be met by your response. And knowing an appropriate response, say for example, someone says, I already have a guy. Now, we can even hire out a subcontractor with the insurance proceeds that we allocate towards a job. But our essential duty is to negotiate with the insurance companies to put more money in the homeowner's pocket as well as our own. So it's a win-win situation. We're trying to take away from the big dogs and put it in regular people's pocket. So we're actually doing some good out there in the